Yes, sir. Here we are. Footwork Cafe in the building. I'm your host, Troy, aka Nebula 5, and I am here with my bro, my mans, KJ.
Yes, sir.
Triple Phaze in the building!
What's happening?
Hell yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you been doing, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Blessed and highly favored,
For real,
bro.
man.
You know
Nice to have you here, man. Nice to have you here, man.
Yes, sir.
For real, man. Like, this is the first official, I would say, interview on Footwork Cafe, you know, that we got going on. But there's gonna be more though. So Indeed. Stay tuned. There's gonna be way more interviews coming.
Let's do it.
So Triple Phaze, I'm glad to do this interview. Triple Phaze, you know, I'm a part of Triple Phaze.
Major part of.
You know, so I wanted to get, you know what I'm saying, this interview done and get some insight, and a lot of other people put on game as far as like information as far as like the group and like how we formed and when we formed and what was our impact on the dance culture as a whole, you know. So we're gonna start with the you know, first, you know, so when was Triple Phaze formed?
Say early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Okay, yeah. Cause like I said, I remember I was still in HOC at the time. Like, I wasn't in a group, and he had left HOC.
Yeah. And 99 I left HOC.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 99 and him and DJ Solo, that y'all know, were forming a group, and we went to school together too. That's another thing. We all went to Cremoni High School.
Facts.
So we he let me know that he was like, yeah, man, me and Solo me and Solo forward this group, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's called Triple Phaze, man. We would like you to, you know what I'm saying, we would like you to join, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Cause I really like, it was
Jerome, aka DJ Ro, as y'all know him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, you know what I'm saying? He was also a part of it, you know what I'm saying?
Big figure.
At the time. So but I wasn't a part of it yet. So what ended up happening is I ended up leaving, you know what I'm saying, and this wasn't like right after, you know what I'm saying, he asked me or anything like that. This was like some time had passed because, you know, there was some stuff going on within the group, you know, HOC, and then I had disbanded from that and ended up forming, like, then that's when we formed Triple Phaze, you know what I mean? So, what else? So it's you, President, Solo, Vice President, Ro, Treasurer.
Yeah.
I say myself, another treasurer. You know, so
Probably started off with like 4 or 5 people in the start.
Yeah. right.
4 or 5 people in the start.
Right. You know, like the
dancing in Solo Mama living room.
Yeah. That was how it was the group was I'll probably say like 4, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 dudes and probably like 3 girls who didn't know how to footwork worth of nothing.
No, they knew how to dance, but they weren't footwork.
Yeah, they knew how to dance, like they knew how to pop and all that stuff, but they didn't know how to footwork and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of started rocky. You know what I'm saying? It started rocky.
Very rocky.
Yeah, but what I can say is though, for the footwork community that doesn't know, like we were like the first like group that were like the outcasts, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like we were like, we all came from like different groups and different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? What people would say, we weren't the top of the top in our groups that we came from.
That's the thing too. Like we did something different at that time. Like most people had smaller groups and worked their way to get to be in somebody else's bigger group.
Facts.
We was already in a mega group. HOC was a mega group from the South Suburbs.
Yeah.
We left what a lot of people was trying to get into, you know what I'm saying, in which we learned a lot from that too, for a fact.
Exactly.
But,
yeah, we did.
But we did something that really wasn't normal, like go start a group with not that many key people. You know what I'm saying, from the ground up. That's like leaving a mansion and say, okay, I'm finna move over here into this little shed. We're gonna turn this into a mansion over here. That wasn't too normal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and that's that was the biggest thing about it. It was the thing that we really didn't know anything. we really didn't know how to start a group. That's the thing that we get into. We didn't know how to really, you know what I'm saying, start a group and in which role, you know what I'm saying, who was like taking over, like we knew like who had certain roles, but as far as like what they meant, we didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, we didn't get to know that until like a certain point of time in our, you would say, quote unquote, career in
Facts.
the dance Ghettohouse culture. So some other people that were a part of the group, you know what I'm saying? There were other people from House Arrest 2, you know, Total Impact, Final Chapter, you know, so all these other people. That's why you have people like BB and Harlan and, you know what I'm saying, that come in. You have Curtis come in. Curtis used to be Triple Phaze too, you know what I'm saying? You have Paige, you have Michelle, you have Trish, you have Isha, you have Deanna.
Got some names that some of y'all probably don't know.
Don't know at all.
Charles.
Yeah.
Was in Triple Phaze, yes.
Yeah.
King Charles was in Triple Phaze.
King Charles was in Triple
Phase.
Yeah.
Was in Triple Phaze.
Yeah. Javon was in Triple Phaze. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where it's like, you know what I'm saying, and then Jovan, you know what I'm saying, he came from, you know, like they had like clear vision. And he was good in choreography and stuff like that. So it was certain people that had different dynamics that helped out, you know what I'm saying, that made the group impactful of what they was, you know what I'm saying. So Jovan was like real good at choreography, you know, like doing slow routines and all this other stuff. So
your creator of Havoc was in Triple Phaze.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people was in Triple Phaze, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, bro. Like, and this another thing about the interview, man. We wanna let people know, like, who didn't have certain knowledge about what was or what is, and you know what I'm saying, who get lost in the sauce. And yeah, these people were a part of Triple Phaze. You know, God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying. Kendall used to be in Creation. He was actually one of the first original, you know what I'm saying, members of Triple Phaze, actually. You know what I'm saying? When he was a kid, I remember him being a smart mouth kid when I met him. You know what I'm saying? We used to go back and forth all the time in practice and stuff. But yeah, these people came from Triple Phaze, you know, like find people like, you know what I'm saying, from Final Chapter and all this other stuff, you know, like our circle of people who was around us, you know what I'm saying, like Cowherd, you know what I'm saying, like, or like he used to be in Chaos Posse and everything like that. But the people that you know, that contributed to making the group what it was, you know, Cash and his brother, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I'm cut you off too. When I say I'm talking about Jerron, you know what I'm saying? Havoc's finest. He was Triple Phaze.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we had different people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, you know, we had Cash in them, you know what I'm saying? They was coming from the firm and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with Marlon and BT and them. You know, like
Heard.
yeah. I said Cal Heard.
Oh, you said Cal Heard?
Yeah, Cal Heard. So, this another thing. So, what was the culture like back then?
Back then,
yeah.
It was very unique. When I say unique, I mean footwork is still unique to this day.
Right.
You know that. You know
right.
what I mean? But unique as in, you had it's a very aggressive sport. When I say aggressive, I mean like you had your sides. Like this Chicago, it came about of Chicago. You know, gangs, gang culture. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, footwork dance groups was kind of like the gang culture.
Right.
Like you, whatever side you on, is the side you on.
Right.
We had colors, we had signs. You know what I'm saying? And if you over here, you over here. If you over there, you over there.
Right.
And even though we would, how you call it, have a peaceful spa when we went to parties with other groups. Sometimes when spas weren't peaceful.
Right.
People get pushed, shirts get pulled, floor was sweaty, and you knew when a person stepped in that circle who they danced with. That's the key thing. You knew as soon as they took off in the first 4 to 5 seconds of that dance, oh, he danced with him.
Right.
Oh, that's House Arrest. Oh, that's House Matic. Oh, that's Wolfpack. Oh, that's Firm. That's Triple Phaze. Oh, that's HOC. Oh, that's Panic. You know, you knew. Right. It wasn't no guess on who danced with who. You know what I mean? You just knew all that's D-Dynamic. You just knew who was who. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a thing to where somebody had to tell you. You knew by the way they danced.
Right.
That's how it was then.
Okay. Yeah, and I can vouch for that because I was there.
Thanks.
Right. So, because I think, like, and this is like recent conversations of like old school versus new school, and I had this back and forth, you know, with this young footworker, and we were talking about like, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, man, you saying the old school is better than the new school? I said, yeah. He was like, why? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I said, bro, first of all, I said, y'all talk about like battling us and all this other stuff, but I said, y'all battling us with moves that we came up with though. These are transitions and stuff like that that we started, that we came up with. Why? Because, like, again, you know what I'm saying, we wanted to be different. You know what I'm saying? We were the outcasts and stuff like that. But that's how groups were back then. That's how every dance group was individualized. Yeah. They all had their styles. And then these quote-unquote legends that came from these groups were the pioneers or some of these styles that you see. You know, like, it was always like a top dude at a lot of these groups. You know, you had some, you know, like back then, like you had to learn how to dance. You had to know how to dance too, or else you would not be in no group. Yeah. You had to know how to dance. Yeah, you couldn't just be no footworker back then. You had to be an overall dancer, or else you were not gonna dance.
And shout out to the new generation of footworkers for sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, because you guys, y'all was able and y'all blessed through this internet thing, something that we didn't have. Lord knows how it been that we had the internet where it is, and we had TikTok or Instagram in 2000. Right. But man, shout out to y'all because y'all able to use that platform, these platforms now, and they're able to do what they do. But what we saying is, you know, back then it was a lot of uniqueness. You did have to know how to dance for sure. Like that was, man, trust and believe, we had a lot of people that would join groups and they all they want to do was footwork, but they knew, okay, I gotta learn this R&B routine. I gotta learn this reggae routine. Right. So at the end, you had to know how to dance, and with dancing, that's how you get your rhythm. Right. And that bleeds into the footwork. Right. That bleeds into everything else that you're doing when them tracks come on. Mm-hmm. Trust and believe. You know, you might not think, oh, I don't really need to know how to dance or something like footwork. Footwork is dance for one, but you gotta have rhythm. Right. You know, so you gotta have rhythm. You gotta hear that beat. Right. You know, that was something that was mandatory back then. Right. It was very mandatory.
Right. Cause little do y'all know, besides like dancing and stuff, like we did music too. Like we was doing music and stuff like that too at the same time. So, fun fact, me, you, and DJ Solo, we all started at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like creating tracks. Yeah. From Solo's beat machine that his auntie bought him. Yeah. His MPC. We all started at the same time. In that basement. In that basement at the same time.
Mr. Track still tatted on my arm to this day.
Yes, indeed.
Do your homework.
Yeah. I was DJ TR. That was my DJ name was. But and then because a lot of y'all probably gonna be like, man, why y'all ain't okay? Like, well, we can still make tracks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? like I still make tracks, you know, that I will be releasing, you know what I'm saying, soon to the public. Probably this year, probably not. But yes, I am. but yeah, so we all started making tracks and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing about like the music and like the musicality and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like what is we know what it is. We know what BPM and what bangs and stuff and what in dribbles and stuff like that or whatever, and like we know what's gonna go to what. Like we know like how it's gonna go, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, it all starts from it all starts with the music, it all starts with the drums, and that's what the culture comes in. You know what I'm saying? That's where the culture comes in, because if you don't like,
and shout out to them Phaze members, Solo and DJ Rowe.
yes,
Because y'all really made, you know what I'm saying, made your name legendary in that own right
yes.
there. Like, you know, like people like me, he got tracks coming out. People like me, I stepped away from it. I didn't have a passion for it. I had fun with it. I had my little 2-year spurt DJing. I had fun with it. Shout out to the whole Beatdown crew. Clint, Magic Mike for giving me the opportunities. But, you know what I'm saying, that really wasn't my passion. You know what I mean? So I kind of got away from it. But as you see, you got your DJ Rolls. And you got your DJ Solo.
Yeah.
That grew from that situation. They the people who you know today.
Exactly.
Go download the tracks.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to DJ Solo, and shout out to DJ Ro. I can't forget about my little brother Ro. You know, like for real. Just because like he another person that's come a long way. You know, like from being a kid. You know, I know him since he was a kid. So y'all know him for, you know what I'm saying, the person he is, the guy he is. But I know him since he was a kid.
Yay high.
For real, so shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, love, bro, like I'm proud of you and seeing your growth, you know what I'm saying, as a man and as a DJ, as a producer, you know, and and also as a footworker too, because all that Taliban stuff, that's DJ Ro, you know what I'm saying, all the Taliban stuff, Jap Out, you know what I'm saying, that's DJ Ro, that's Cowherd and them, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
like for real, because people gotta understand, man, like. A lot of people like, cause we naming a lot of people came like from like around us, you know what I'm saying? Like shoot, like even like I be telling people, even like DJ, like even like Manny and Lil Chris, you know what I'm saying? Them our kids too.
Yeah.
They started around us, dude. Yeah. Like I don't know what nobody's talking about. They was from us. They was around us.
A lot of untold stories though.
A lot of untold stories. But you know, we're here to tell the truth and the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. So help you God.
No, fact. So
you know, what else? What can I say? We, as far as like even like the group is concerned, what would I ask? The style, like the style of dancing. And the style of like, you know, like footwork and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? What would I'm trying to ask you is like, what do you think is like the basis of us creating our style?
The basis of us creating our style. But you gotta remember, everything came from something prior before. You know, me and your start, you know what I'm saying? That was back, I gotta mention Son. This was back in the Fatal Step days, and then
right.
Then we fast forward to the HOC, and then we got into the triple phase. You know, we learned a lot through them transitions. You know what I'm saying? We learned a lot through them transitions, and what a lot of people did back then, when we started triple phase, we knew we had to come up with our own style.
Right.
Like doing somebody else's stuff was not allowed. You couldn't start a group and then show up at a party doing something you knew somebody else. So what we would do is what me and Troy did, and Solo as well, and Ro as well. We actually spent time. We knew how to footwork. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we need to put a sauce on it to, you know, stand out. What was our standout? We had dribbles, we had drops, we had spins. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we said we're gonna take those 3 elements and we gonna spice it. like we gonna spice it up to we couldn't put no more spices on it. That's what we did, to the point to where we had our own drops, we had our own dribbles, we had our own spins. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made us stand out as a footwork dance group.
Right.
You know, those three things. You know, so we really took time and practiced on that. You know what I'm saying? We still had our basics. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I think, you know, like I said, shout out to the new age of footworkers. But you can't build a house without laying the foundation first. We already had our foundation. We knew our basics already. You know what I'm saying? We did basics from sun up to sundown. Right. So when we knew we had our basics already, we already had our 1, 2, 3, 4 count in our head. Then we started building on top of that. You know, because we knew, like I said, we couldn't show up to no events, the Union Halls, the Dawn Expos. Right. We couldn't show up to none of them spots dancing like another dance group style. It wasn't allowed. Might mess around, get to a fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't allowed. You know what I'm saying? So it was mandatory, come with your own style. And we did.